Let's dive into the much-awaited Teen Wolf movie in the absence of fan-favorite Stiles Stilinski, played by Dylan O'Brien. Can you believe it's been 6 whole years since the finale of Teen Wolf aired? I feel like just yesterday we were cheering on Scott McCall, Tyler Posey, and the gang as they fought off all those creepy creatures in Beacon Hills. So what happened to Stiles? Why didn't Dylan O'Brien return for the Teen Wolf movie? Well, the story explains Stiles' absence in a way that makes sense and gives closure to the character. After 100 episodes and defending Beacon Hills from all kinds of supernatural threats, the gang deserved a happy ending, and they got one. The series finale, The Wolves of War, wrapped up everyone's story arcs and brought back all the important reoccurring characters. And let's not forget, it made Teen Wolf perfect for syndication. But don't worry, our heroes didn't just retire and call it a day. They're still out there saving other werewolves from extinction and being total badasses. And before we get to details, here are these. Are you ready to see the pack back in action? Well, brace yourselves, because not everyone is joining the pack this time around. Sad news for Theo Rakin fans. Cody Christian couldn't make it work with his role on the CW's All-American. But on the bright side, Theo's arc had a nice and clean ending anyway. And for those of you who loved Kiri Yukimura, Arden Cho decided to not return for the movie over a pay dispute. That's a bummer, I know. But the biggest heartbreak of all is for Stiles Stilinski fans. Dylan O'Brien, the one who made us fall in love with the sarcastic and lovable character, decided to not return for the movie, not even for a brief scene. Are you still excited to see Teen Wolf the movie, or are you feeling a little bit down? Now, according to an interview with Variety, O'Brien said, "It was a difficult decision. A lot went into it." And I'm sure it was, but the good news is he still loves the cast and crew and wishes them all the best with their upcoming production. But here's the million-dollar question. With so many of the cast members returning, why wouldn't Stiles be joining in on the fun? I mean, come on! It's not like Allison Argent is coming back from the dead. Just kidding, Allison fans. We all miss her. So, what do you think about Dylan O'Brien's decision? Do you think it was the right call for him to step away from Teen Wolf? Or are you sad to see Stiles go? So, let's see how the movie explains Stiles' absence, right? Now, if you're a fan of the film, you know that Stiles is a name that's always on everyone's lips. But have you ever wondered, what does Stiles do for a living? Well, buckle up, because we're about to find out. So in the film, we see Stiles, Mason, and Derek working a crime scene, and the question is raised. Should they call in the FBI, or should Stilinski simply call his son? And the answer is, drumroll please, Stiles is working at the FBI. Wow, I bet you never saw that coming, right? But here's where things get a little murky. Why doesn't Stiles return to Beacon Hills to help Scott and the gang deal with the Nagastoon? I mean, the Nagastoon had a very personal connection to Stiles in Season 3. Why wouldn't he come back and lend a hand? That's a mystery we'll have to solve another time. And the next explanation will shock you. But before we get into that, I have to ask, are you guys ready for some Stiles and Lydia drama? Because that's what we're about to get into. Now, the film never really explains why Stiles isn't around, but here's a hint about it when Lydia reveals that she and Stiles recently broke up. And before all the Saint Lydia shippers out there start to riot, let's just add that Lydia broke up with Stiles to protect him. That's right, she had a reoccurring dream where she and Stiles got into a car accident and Stiles died. So she thought if she wasn't around to be in the car with him, he wouldn't have to die. Now, I know what you're thinking. Did their breakup have anything to do with falling out of love? But it seems like it was all about protecting Stiles. Can you imagine breaking up with someone you love just to keep them safe? That's a pretty big sacrifice to make. So, what do you guys think about this Stiles and Lydia drama? Do you think they'll get back together, or will their love story end here? And as if that's nothing, get this. Can I get a whoop whoop for the return of Stiles' trusty Jeep? That's right, the movie may not have Stiles himself, but his iconic ride is making a comeback. And let me tell ya, this Jeep has seen some stuff. I mean, it's been through more ups and downs than Scott and Allison's relationship. But Derek, being the handy werewolf he is, was able to bring it back to life. But wait, it gets better. The keys to the Jeep have been officially handed over to none other than Eli, Vince Mattis. Talk about passing down a legacy. But here's the million-dollar question. Will the Jeep still have that distinct Styles vibe? Or will it be all about Eli now? Only time will tell. And this last reason is given, huh? Well, it looks like he's preoccupied with his own fires to put out, as he's now an intern with the FBI.
Hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
It's kind of awkward to see you.
But why did Scott and his pack reunite in Beacon Hills? Well, it's a twofold reason. They've all been experiencing hallucinations of Allison and suspect that she may be stuck in limbo between life and death.
Can we just stop before either of us does anything completely embarrassing?
I think that qualifies as pretty embarrassing.
So they head back to Beacon Hills to perform a ritual that may be able to help her. And guess what? They bring her back to life.
Allison, if you just give me 1 second, I can tell you the truth.
You killed half my family.
I never killed anyone, and neither did you. I know those daggers have wolfsbane on them.
While Scott and his pack are trying to help Allison, Sheriff Stilinski and the rest of the gang who still live in Beacon Hills are preoccupied with the serial arsonist setting fires in the woods. And when the most recent fire occurs, Sheriff Stilinski turns to Derek for help. "Do I need to call in the FBI?" he asks, to which Derek responds, "Maybe you should be calling your son." And Sheriff Stilinski replies, "Trust me, right now, Styles has his own fires to put out. I think we can handle one arsonist." So there you have it, folks. The Teen Wolf reunion movie has a mix of supernatural elements and crime-solving action. Will Allison be able to find her way out of limbo?
She looks just like Allison. Why? Scott, does she look exactly like Allison?
You really want to know?
Just get her inside.
Okay.
Will the serial arsonist be caught? And what kind of fires is Styles putting out at the FBI?
But I do want your tails. 9 tails that can summon 9 Oni.
You'll have to watch the movie to find out. So let's give a round of applause for Styles' beloved Jeep still cruising the streets of Beacon Hills. It may not be Styles himself, but it'll always be part of him and the Teen Wolf world. Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode of Teen Wolf. And don't forget, Teen Wolf is returning soon, so make sure to tune in and see how the gang is doing without Styles. I know I'll be watching the first night it comes out. Until next time, stay curious and stay entertained.